That was some good stuff. That was some absolutely good stuff. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to BDM Community. You like to not to have to pay for groceries, huh? Or gas, or for the car, house travel. How would you like to not to have to pay for that from your pocket, but from your profits? That's what we're going to talk about on tonight. To lead us in the conversation of transformation, I'll be coming back talking a lot about the financial transformation using leveraging BDM community. But to lead us in a conversation about transformation, let's give it over to the lead developer of Billion Dollar Mission Community, BDM Community. John Austin, it's yours, buddy.
Well, good evening, BDM family, and welcome to tonight's BDM community webinar, where faith meets action and vision meets reality. You didn't just log into a meeting tonight, you stepped into a movement designed to set people free from the limitations of lack, fear, and waiting for someday to happen. Tonight, you're surrounded by people who dare to believe that life can be better, richer, fuller, and not years from now, but starting today. And here in the BDM community, we don't just talk about transformation, we live it. We don't wait for blessings to find us, we activate them through faith, gratitude, and radical generosity. Now, if you logged on early, Tony Robbins talked about purpose driven happiness. And this is really the long lasting happiness. Many very wealthy people are not happy because wealth may buy pleasure, but it does not buy happiness. BDM community gives you the purpose and it can also give you the wealth, which allows you to have all of the things that make life enjoyable. And here's something powerful you need to know. Crowdfunding produced the highest payouts for participants in 2024 across industries, across platforms, and it's already on track to shatter those records in 2025. People all over the world are waking up to this truth. The fastest way to fund your vision is through community, and that's exactly what we've built. We are a family of visionaries, dreamers, and doers. We've created a community where your dreams of debt freedom, groceries paid for, gas tanks filled, dream vacations, new cars, and beautiful homes are not only possible, they are expected. Because we understand a truth most people never discover. When you give, you grow. When you sow, you reap. And when you believe, you receive. So whether you're here to transform your finances, your mindset, your health, or your spiritual life, know this: you are in the right place at the right time with the right group of people. Tonight, open your heart, let go of what didn't work before, and allow a new story to begin. BDM is more than a platform, it's a portal to a purpose, it's a bridge to a breakthrough, and it's a community committed to making sure nobody is left behind. So get ready. What you hear tonight could change everything. Let's build, let's grow, and let's achieve together. Back
All
to you.
right. All right. All right. Uh, a portal to purpose. I think is that what you said? A portal to purpose? A portal?
Absolutely.
Oh man, I like that. I like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BDM Community, where generosity meets financial freedom. This is pride that is powerful, and it is purpose driven. Tonight, we're going to highlight uh, four, one, two, three, four, five, five. We're going to highlight five clubs. Okay. Now, the first three of these are going to be crowdfunding. The fifth is going to be crowdfunding, but I am going to spend a little more time on the travel club. So we've got the gas club, we've got the grocery club, you've got the car club. You see that those do not require a large out of pocket outlay. You've got the travel club. We're going to spend a little more time talking about the travel club, and then the 250 house club. Now, I will tell you that we've got additional what we call elite clubs that go all the way up to 20,000. We won't cover that in any great detail tonight. Excuse me. You will see how you can begin to fund your dreams, fund your passions, fund your purpose just with the $10, $20, $50 gas, grocery, and car club, and then adding the travel and the house club. All right. So BDM gas club. So these clubs are crowdfunding clubs. They start off with just $10 with the gas club. And the whole idea is to simply share what we're doing here to help drive revenue into the pockets of our community members. So, how does this work? All right. You join the car club for $10. You refer, let's say, at least three folks. All right. Now, if you refer three, your membership is free with some profit. Okay. And then you earn and save. That same thing with the grocery cup. Uh, I said cub. Grocery Club. There we go. All right. By the way, now you'll hear me say, and you'll hear us say, refer three, yours is free. But if you refer four, that's going to be even more. So with the Grocery Club, so here's what I want you to be thinking. What is it going to feel like when you go and fill up the tank or you go to the grocery store and you fill up the cart with the things that you love to eat, and perhaps you haven't been eating the healthiest because usually eating the healthiest costs the mostest. Okay, what will it be like when you're filling up your cart with what you want, and perhaps even those healthier items that tend to cost more, but when you go to the cash register, that's coming from your profits and not your pocket. How would you like to never pay for a car again? How would you like not to have to be worried about, I need to upgrade a car, I need to get a new car, or even a pre owned car, and not to have to think about tariffs? How would you like that? Okay. That's what you're going to see on tonight. Now, that's $50. Okay. Refer three, yours is free with a little profit. Refer more for even, refer four for even more. And then the travel club. Now, this is where I want to take a little extra time. Okay. So the $10, $20, $50 gas, grocery, car club, those are crowdfunding. Okay. So 80% of those outlays are paid out directly to BDM community members. 80%, 80. Now, the travel club is a little different in that there is an actual service here that most people are going to save far more money simply utilizing the service than what the service actually costs. So with the travel club, and there's still going to be a phenomenal payout there as well. But when you get the travel club, you're going to get access to vacations and hotels and flights for up to 70% off, over a million hotels where you'll be able to judge it against like hotels.com or Expedia and see you're going to be able to save money with us above those large brands. What about 60%, up to 60% off on cruises, local discounts, depending on where you live in the world? These local discounts could save you far, far, far more money than the $10, the $20, the $50, the $149 travel club. Movie theaters, what about 50% off there? Take that vacation, car rentals, discount directories. That's one of my favorite uh, um, uh, things to click on in our back office BDM Travel Club. By the way, we have associated ourselves with a 25-year travel powerhouse, travel and savings club vendor, and you have access to that at BDM Travel, apartments, villas, theme parks. So now, let me show you some of the savings that will be afforded to you and me and we as we leverage BDM Travel Club. So let's say you're traveling. You want to go to a hotel. This weekend, I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be spending a couple days in another state. And so I'll actually be looking to book through our travel engine. Now, let's say I was going to Florida, okay, and I want to stay at NBC Suites. I love NBC Suites, okay. So I'm going to Florida, let's say, and this is what we did. We went to hotels.com, owned by Expedia. All right, this is what you're seeing on screen, hotels.com, owned by Expedia. Okay. Now, for a one night stay, and we were looking a few weeks ago, we were looking to book on a Friday night, March the 21st, and checking out on March the 22nd. You'll see that in just a moment. Okay. So just one night. All right. But we could have booked for 2 nights or 3 nights or what have you. So I want you to see what hotels.com was offering, again, owned by Expedia, $192. And when you include your taxes and fees, 218. Now, this is the booking of Embassy Suites by Hilton Orlando Lake Buena Vista South. Okay. Hotels.com, owned by Expedia. Let's look at BDM Travel. BDM Travel, our travel partner in the background, Embassy Suites by Hilton Orlando Lake Buena Vista South. Same date, Friday, March 21st, through Saturday, March the 22nd. Here you see the address there, just I think just a little bit south of Orlando, not too far from all of the parks. I lived in Orlando for a few years. I loved it there. Okay. And anytime I get to Orlando, I just love going down to Orlando. But look at the pricing. BDM Travel, 119 versus two, what was it, 219? 192, okay, before taxes and fees. When you consider taxes and fees, 137, that was 218 at hotels.com. So, folks, we're talking over $80 savings going through BDM Travel. If I stay 2 nights as opposed to one night, that would cover my annual cost of um, BDM Travel. Okay, so BDM Travel, there is a hard cost associated with it. Okay, and it's renewable. It's annual renewable. But if you just utilize it, you will likely save. I don't know if it'll be 5 times, 10 times more than what the outlay is. Here's another service inside is where you can send vacations. You can give someone a vacation redemption. So maybe, for instance, it's a marital gift. By the way, almost a 5 year widower, I have found love again. And my significant other and I, the other day, we were looking at rings. I plan to fall on my knee and ask her to marry me later this year. And likely next year, we'll actually say our nuptial. So if you want to give us a free vacation, wonderful. And if you don't do it, I can go and give it to it ourselves. Why? Because back here, I can go to Bangkok and I don't know how you say that. Cancun, Dubai, Vegas, Bali, Mexico. Now I can give this away as an incentive for maybe someone to come to a Zoom or as a gift for gift giving season or what have you. I can even give it to myself, which I chose to do. Okay. So hadn't been to Vegas in a while. Say, hey, well, maybe go out, take a long weekend, and go to Vegas. Well, what would that entail with this giveaway? It would simply entail paying the taxes and the fees for the hotel. All right. All hotel options are highly rated on TripAdvisor. No timeshare presentation. Nobody's trying to sell me anything. They're just trying to fill up their inventory. That's it. So for $99.72, get that $99.72, 4 day, 3 night. All right. Winds up being about $34, a little less than $34 a night. And then, hey, you want to do it again? Maybe you want to go to Cancun next time, or maybe you want to go somewhere else next time. You see the power of BDM Travel. And oh, by the way, you have 18 months to actually book it. So you cover the taxes and the fees, and then you have 18 months to actually book the reservation. So once again, 18 months from now, Maybe I'm about to say my nuptials for the second time, 28 years, my first marriage until my wife left on this side. All right. So let's get at least another 28 years out of the marriage, which I would expect would be sometime on next year. So you feel free. Feel free. Send me to Cancun. There we go. All right. Vacations, hotels, cruises, local discounts. I like those local discounts. So was looking to go to the movies. We're gonna go to the movies. There is a Regal Theater less than 10 minutes from my house. And I wanted to say, okay, is BDM travel? What about if I don't go on some, exotic cruise right now? I don't go on my African safari just yet. Can I save money with BDM travel using it in my local area? And the answer to that was yes. So here I was looking at going to the movies. Again, this was back in March. And what was still playing at the time, I love the Lion King franchise, was Mufasa, the Lion King. I was surprised it was still playing. If I wanted to go during a non matinee time, it would have been $15.49 for a ticket. Okay. Now, that's not with us. That's just me going, to Regal and seeing what they had available and all that good stuff. All right. But if I go into BDM Travel, I can get a ticket for $9.75. So my question initially was, well, and I simply asked the question. There was an instant chat to our um, BDM Travel back end. Okay, my question to them was, well, with this 975, what if I decide I want to watch another movie instead of Mufasa? Not a problem. You're paying for the ticket for 975, but if you get to the theater and you want to watch another movie or what have you, still 975. I said, well, heck, with that, I call my significant other. I call her Doctor Baby. She recently got her doctorate degree. And shoot, I could take Dr. Baby. She and I could go for about the same price I could go by myself by going through BDM travel. It doesn't just stop there. What about restaurants? Now, this is one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite ones is in your local area, or let's say maybe you are traveling. Let's say if I was going to Orlando, I'll be traveling this weekend. So before I go, I'll take a look at some restaurants that I may want to go to. Don't really want to go to the big box restaurants. I can do the big box restaurants at home. I'll see what they have locally, and then I may be able to save some money with BDM travel. So I had my oldest son come in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. He was introducing me to his significant other. All right. Now I had talked to her over the phone, had never met her, and uh, he actually called me. I think it was last week or week before, and he said, "Pop." He calls me Pop. Pop, that's my wife. So maybe he and I will have a double wedding. Maybe. So they were coming in town, and it was my son, his lady, my daughter who's at home under my roof, my significant other, Dr. Baby, my two bonus daughters, her biological daughters. And so we decided to just stay in that first night, order some pizza and wings. But here's what I did first. I checked BDM travel. And I found out that Marco's, which wasn't too far from me, okay, had a special if I went through BDM travel. What did I do? I bought the $50 off deal. I paid $20 like you might do with a Groupon. Okay. So I paid $20 in advance. All right. When I made my order, I went, I picked it up, and sure enough, they took $50 off the price. By the way, here was my pizza. Here was my Hawaiian pizza. And so for my vegetarians, forgive me. Yes, I ate the swine. I did for my Jewish and my Islamic friends. Don't beat me up. Yeah, I had the swine and some pineapples. So part of my Hawaiian pizza, and then there was the deluxe pizza there, and then we had that Philly cheesesteak pizza was good. My gosh, that was good. And then we had some wings, and so our total came up to $100.95. But BDM Travel to the rescue, $50 discount. I paid $50.95. Now, when you factor in that I paid $20 for the $50 discount, net got a $30 savings. BDM Travel. Now, one other thing I just want to share with you, there's so much to share about BDM Travel. In your local area, depending on what part of the world you're in, you can have automotive and savings and business and office and resorts, which is different from another section about condos and resorts, cruises and tours, which is different from another section about cruises and tours, dining and food, which is different than what I just showed you. That's where you're going to find more of your big box types of savings there. Entertainment, recreation, golf, health, beauty, home, garden, movies, which is different than what I just shared with you about movies, services, shopping, ski, travel. And so here you have some examples. Tax season here, H&R Block there. Did we just come over tax season? Yeah, April 15th. All right. All right. Some of us might be behind on that kind of stuff. Okay. Here's another great one. Here's another example. Automotive care. All right. Before I hit the road, I'm going to be driving for just a few hours. Before I hit the road this weekend, I'm going to go and get my oil changed. All right. So I could go 2.2 miles from me, Jiffy Lube, save 15% just because I am a BDM travel member. $149 a year. You already saw on just that one meal, I saved $30 net on just that one meal. All right. I'm going to be using BDM travel this weekend for my hotel stay. I'll have a 2-night hotel stay. I'm going to be using BDM travel this weekend. I'm not going to rent a car. I'm going to drive my vehicle. I'm going to be using it to save money on my oil change. I'm going to be using it to save money on some, eating out, restaurants, things of that nature. Okay, so now here's what I want to do real quickly. Bear with me. I want to talk about the money. Okay? I want to talk about the money. It would be great if we could save money. Yes. It would be great if we could save money and make money. And so let's talk about how we get those pay for the gas and pay for the groceries and the car and the BDM travel and even the house from profits and not our pocket. Give me just a moment. Let me bring that up. Bear with me. All right. So what you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is you're going to get back to the person who referred you to tonight's sharing. You're going to ask them for the BDM community link. Now, when you log in to BDM community, okay, I'm logged in with my test account here. Okay. When you log into the BDM community, one of the first things I want you to do is I want you to come to the income calculator. I want you to come to the income calculator, and that's this right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through these clubs. And what would happen if I referred just a few, and if they referred just a few, and they referred just a few? Keep in mind that up here, the only one of these clubs that isn't pure crowdfunding is the travel club. All right. So on the gas club, it's a $10 outlay, 80% or $8 gets paid out. That payout is to one person. So I want you to get how powerful that is, because typically, excuse me, when you're dealing with the work from home, work from online home business, you may have, let's say, like a matrix that maybe, let's say there's 12 levels deep. And so that $80 or this $8 would get split up amongst 12 people. All right. Or with the house club, all right, that's a $250 outlay. It pays a $200 payout. All right. So when $200 would get divided amongst 10 levels, 12 levels, not a lot there. But if that whole $200 was going to one person, that would be more significant. So let's say we do this. I refer four. I refer four. 3 gets me free. I refer 4 for more. Okay. And let's say that my 4 refer 4. Now, how difficult is it to refer someone to something that starts off the initial price point is $10? Not very difficult. Okay. How difficult is it when I've got a $10 and a $20 and a $50, and then when I show the travel club, people typically, if they just use the travel club, will save more than all of these combined. Not difficult. Okay. So let's say that I refer 4, those 4 refer 4, and that happens through 12 levels deep. Now, here's what I want you to get. Okay. This is how the payment structure is. The first person that I refer, okay, or the first person that joins any one of these clubs at my referral, the payout is going to go to me, the first. The second payout is going to go upstream. The third payout goes to me. Fourth payout goes upstream. So now we're also leveraging a universal law, the law of the harvest. The second and fourth become a seed. But what that also means is that the first, the third that go to me, the fifth that goes to me, and also the sixth and seventh, everyone beyond the fifth, as they align with those any of those clubs, I'm the one that is the benefactor of the first, the third, the fifth, and beyond. However, where I am the benefactor of the first, third, fifth, and beyond, those beautiful souls, those beautiful people, when they refer their second and their fourth, they don't lose the people, but the payouts would come to yours truly in this example. So this is a leveraged based unilevel. Go as wide as you want. Second and fourth, seeds up. But that also means you receive the second and fourth seeds coming up to you. So now I refer 4, they refer 4. There's an unlimited depth payout, but we're only going to show this through 12 levels deep. Let's just do right now the gas club, $10. Can't make a lot of money on that, can you? Well, hmm, hmm. You see, when I referred 4, the first and the third, I received the payout. Second and fourth were seeds. But then when they refer 4, their second and fourth are seeds that I now benefit from. And when they're 4, refer 4 in this example, all right, I benefit from that. Now, not talk about me. Benefits. Shop Mart benefits. You refer 4 Don, you benefit. $65,000, folks. $65,000 from $10. And there's just a little bit of elbow grease. Not much, just a little bit. Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, what if I told you that these smaller crowdfunding pieces are annual renewable? Not the big elite ones, but these smaller ones are annual renewable, meaning this $65,000 isn't just a one time. See, we've seen other crowdfunding platforms, some really good ones, but usually that $10 is a one time $10. There's no residual aspect to it. Not the case with BDM Community. And I know some of you just heard that for the very first time. So you heard it here live for the very first time. This 65,000 could be annual renewable. Before I go further, what if I choose to do a little bit more than just 4? I do 5. Look at that. I do 5. Everyone else does 4. The potential, maybe perhaps all my disclaimers, 98,000. And that could be annual renewable. What if I do 10? All from $10. A little bit of elbow grease. A little bit of elbow grease. And this calculator is going to take you all the way up to 20. So play around with it. Okay. Play around with it. And remember, these earlier clubs are annual renewable. Hey, let's just do the grocery club. Really, The best thing is to do the gas and the grocery and the car and the travel, so on and so forth. Okay. But I want to separate them first, and then we'll put it all together. So there's the four, there's the grocery club all on its own. 131. Same thing. Same, everything works the same. All right. My first, my third, fifth, and beyond. I'm the one that's getting I'm the benefactor, getting paid the 80%. The second and fourth seeds that go up, I then receive second and fourths and second and fourths and second and fourths and second and fourths to an unlimited depth, but we're only going to show on the calculator through 12 levels of referrals. Okay. All right. So once again, what if I do 5? What if I do 10? And annual renewable. Okay. Annual renewable. Let's take this out. Let's do the car club. $50 car club. $50 car club. Look at that. 327. Now, profits. Would you be able to get your car? Would you be as concerned about, the tariffs and what is that going to mean with, is it going to cost you $10,000 more, 5,000? Are you going to be so concerned about that? By the way, I know some of you might have some questions, and there will be likely an optional Q&A. I'll have to skedaddle, so John will run that portion of the Zoom if you have some questions. Okay, let's come back to the travel club, and then I'm going to put it all together. All right, travel club. There we go. 655. 655. Annual renewable. Okay. What if I did 5 here? Ooh. What if I did 10 here? Everybody else just did 4. So there wasn't me doing 10 and everybody else doing 10 and everybody else doing 10. No, it was me doing 10 and everybody else doing 4, 4, and 4. Let's put it all together. Let's put it all together. Let's do the gas club. Let's do the grocery club. Let's do the car club. Let's do the travel club. Let's even do the house club. Now, folks, if you do all of the math there, I believe your outlay would be 479. Okay. And the first person that did all those right behind you, let's say if you brought on Mary, and Mary did all the same that you just did, all right, you'd get $344 right there. You've almost made all your 479 back. The second person, let's say they did the same thing. All right. That goes up. Third person, they do the same thing. Now you're in profit. Fourth person, that goes up. But now, as they start getting 4s, now you start getting 2 and 4s and 2 and 4s and 2 and 4s. So what does this mean? This means that if I referred Kwame Mays, all right, and I'm working with Kwame, I want to help him so that he gets his 4 and they get their 4 and so on and so forth. Okay. Kwame's second and fourth, I'm the one getting that. So you see, it's a sowing reaping. Let me sow my second and fourth. Let me reap as I now sow into Kwame to help him get his 4. Okay. And now I get the second and fourth coming up and work with them. The second and fourth coming up, second and fourth coming up. Look at this right there. So you say, Professor Dude, you are presenting a perfect world scenario of everybody getting 4 to gets 4 to gets 4 to gets 4 to 4. That's not how the world works. But what I would also say to you is, I'm only showing I did 4. What I'm also saying to you is, I'm only going 12 levels deep, because this could go 70 levels deep. This could go 120 levels deep. All right. There is no depth payout. And these clubs that you see here are annual renewable. Mm, mm. What I haven't seen is a crowdfunding platform, and maybe they're out there, and maybe I just haven't seen it, that offer a residual element. These clubs are annual renewable. Got to play around with it. What if I did 5? See, I don't need to make 4.2 million to really transform my financial life. If I got 10% of that, Got to play around with it. Better stop playing around with it. Those are huge numbers. You come inside, you play around with it. If I just got 10% of that and annual renewable. Okay, so here's what you're going to want to do, ladies and gentlemen. You're definitely going to want to get back to the person that referred you, get the BDM community link from them, come inside, decide which of these clubs you want to participate in. We strongly recommend, if you have the resources, that you participate in all of these clubs that you see featured here. When you do the math on that, that would be a $479 outlay. But you would recoup most of that, much of that, with just one referral who does the same. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to give it over to John, and then John, um, if you want to do optional Q&A, we'll also do that. Do you want me to stay here, John, or did you
Do
just want to?
yeah, do you have time to go to bdmcommunity.com?
Sure.
You can also go you can use your dummy referral link, Susie Average.
Uh-huh.
There we
Okay.
go. Yeah, go to the actual .com, not to the login.
Okay. Got it. I'm doing Sue Average.
Okay, folks, when you go here, you have an intro video to start with if you scroll down just a little. And then right below that, you have the different clubs. Okay, click on the gas club, for example, and just play that short video.
Here we go.
Gas prices got you down? Love to drive but hate the cost? What if you never had to pay for gas out of pocket again? For just $10, you can join the club, save big on fuel, earn unlimited income, and yes, your gas paid for. Refer just 3. Your membership is free and you're already in profit. Refer 4 and earn a whole lot more. Referring 5 could change your lifestyle. Simple, affordable, lucrative. Turn a $10 decision into unlimited savings and income. Stop paying for gas out of pocket. Click the link, join today, and make driving fun again.
The job is not so fun when you're concerned about gas prices, is it?
So go up for just a moment, scroll up and click on the, or find a join link. Yeah, click on the join link.
Ah, look at
So this
that.
is going to take you right to Susie Average, all right? So if you send people to bdmcommunity.com/your username, that is going to allow people to click on any one of those clubs and be taken directly to the Join Now button. And then it will take them immediately to the credit card payout for that particular club. Now, if you prefer, you can simply send out the link to your gas club or grocery club or any of the clubs, and the same thing happens. So you can do it either way.
Same thing. Absolutely. Same thing. Sue Average, you see that up there? Hopefully you can.
Right. So let's go back to the community page.
Got it.
All right. So imagine if you joined at the you just joined at the $10 level. That's all you had available was $10 to get started. How would you refer this to other people? There's many ways you can refer. If we go back to old school where you just make a list of everybody you know, that's one way of doing it. And that way still works. You may think that you've burned your cold market or your warm market, but not necessarily so. Yeah, if you try to tell them what you got, absolutely. But if you simply invite them to a webinar, they say, well, what is it? You say, well, I really can't explain it adequately. I wouldn't want you to miss this because I, say something wrong. Are you available at 8 p.m. on Thursday? And you invite them to a webinar. That's the best way to introduce it. Or just ask them, can I send you a 2-minute video? You send them the link to the gas club, for example. Also, we will very soon have some very beautiful cards. We're going to have a small business card, typical business card. It's going to be like never pay full price for gas again. Join the club, bdmgasclub.com/your username. So imagine every time you go to the gas pump, you hand out one of those cards to a few people. Or when you go into the where you pay for gasoline, you can hand a card to the teller. Yeah, perhaps the owner is there. You can hand a card to the owner. And imagine if the teller or the owner has some cards printed out and is passing out a card every time somebody comes to pay for gas. Well, if you're making money in the gas club, aren't you going to join the grocery club? Absolutely. You're going to pay for that out of profit. You can only afford the $10 to start with. Out of profit, you're going to pay for the grocery club. Well, everybody that joins you and is out there sharing it with other people, aren't they going to do the same? Absolutely. So imagine making up some cards that says something like, what if buying groceries paid you back? bdmgroceryclub.com/. And every time you go to the grocery store, you pass out a few cards. You hand some cards to the person doing the checkout, or you could literally stand outside the door, and as people are coming in, you offer them a gift. Hey, I've got a gift for you, and this is a beautiful card. Just from looking at the card, they're probably going to reach out and grab it. Maybe they're going to go home and they're going to log in on their computer or their smartphone and join you. Same thing with the car club. Okay, if you're making money with the grocery club, you're automatically going to step up to the car club. So you make some cards that says turn $50 into your dream car, bdmcarclub.com/your username. And maybe you go into car dealers and you hand one to a car salesman and you say, check this out. This might be a way for you to make more sales, bring more people or more people that come in to buy a new car will give them the opportunity to have the money to do so. And so you get a few car salesmen that join, and every time somebody walks through the door, because, probably at least, 80, 90% of the people that come in looking for a car, they don't have cash in their pocket to buy the car today. You hand them a card, they go home, log in, and they see how, with a little bit of effort, they could share this and actually earn the money to pay cash for that new car. Travel club, we all need to travel. We all need to get away from the stress of life. Travel really isn't it isn't something that's, it's something that's basically a necessity. If we want to live a full life, we need to get out and relax, see the world, and what better place to share a card that says something like travel more, spend less, share to earn. And say you're on a cruise. While you're rubbing shoulders with people as you're standing in line to the buffet, you're going, as you meet people, you're going to be there for what, a week, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. You're going to meet a lot of people, and you're going to be able to show them how they can save money on their next cruise or their next vacation. And when people are in a relaxed condition, isn't that the best time to share an opportunity with them? Absolutely. And when you show them a way that they can save money on their next cruise, they're going to take that card, they're going to go home, they're going to log in and probably join the travel club. And let's take the house club. Turn $250 into your dream house, bdmhouseclub.com/your username. Couldn't you go out to some open houses? Couldn't you pass that card to some real estate agents or brokers who are seeing people on a daily basis who want to buy a new home but can't afford it? and they could make a card and pass that to every person that walks in the door. So these are just some ideas. These are not the only ways. There's social media. There's different advertising platforms that you could share these different clubs on. And couldn't you refer 10 or 4 people who would spend $10 or even risk $10 for the opportunity to never have to pay for gas again? And obviously, if they're sharing and growing and making money, they're going to upgrade, they're going to upgrade, they're going to upgrade. And so what we're showing you here, folks, is not just a possibility. It's a probability if you just face your fears and go out and share this with other people. Back to you, Professor.
Actually, John, what I'm going to do, give me a moment here. I'm going to give you the controls in case you wanted to do any Q&A. I've got here, give me just a moment here. Where are you, John? There we go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you want to do is you want to get back to the person that referred you to tonight's sharing. John's going to host an optional Q&A here. Abraham, I see your hand up. Dr. K, you've got your digital hand. So for those of you that may have a question, I don't know how long John's going to keep it open for a Q&A, but go on and put up your digital hand if you would, and John will then unmute you. I've got a prior obligation, so let me fulfill that obligation. But Dr. K, I see you, Carlton, see you, and I think Abraham. Abraham, you remember how to get your digital hand up? Remember how to put that digital hand? So if you would start off with the digital hand, and then John is going to share on Thursday night. This is Tuesday, right? This is Tuesday.
Right.
Okay. All right. On Thursday night, we're going to be right back here. We're going to share this all over again. So bring family, business associates, loved ones. We'll do this all over again on Thursday night. All right, John, I'll leave it to you, my friend.
Thank you, Professor. Okay, let's take just a minute. I've logged into Sue Average's back office, and let's just familiarize ourselves a little bit with the dashboard. We are going to be making some improvements to the left-hand side. I sent those improvements to our programmer this morning, my morning. So hopefully those will be done fairly soon. But up here you have a getting started video. So when you log in, if you haven't watched that video, if you're here, you're new for the first time, go ahead and watch that video. There's also a getting started link right here. Then we have the income calculator that we looked at before. You can click on this. You can experiment with this, kind of see, where you fit in. How many people would you like to refer, and how many people, help them, work with them, help them share it. But if, 4 who get 4 just in the gas club alone, and this being an annual renewal, people are making money. Are they going to renew annually? Obviously. So, this could be an annual income, not just a one-time income. Then we have purchase plan. We're going to be changing this a little bit, but here you can click purchase, and this will allow you to come in and purchase one of the clubs. We have your Payline genealogy, which would take you, obviously Sue Average doesn't have any people sponsored, so she has no income there. Then we have a connect to Stripe link here, and you would click here. Where we go? There we go. Click here. When you click to connect, This is going to allow you, it's going to send an email to you with a link in it that will allow you to connect your bank account to our Stripe account so we can give you direct deposit on your commissions. Okay. I would also suggest that maybe first you click on how to deposit, and we have some instructions here. You can, you can increase the size of those so you can see them. But this will help you. If you go through this, then it'll probably make it easier for you to follow through and connect your Stripe account. We have e-wallet here. When you click that, it gives you new deposit. This is for crypto. You can deposit crypto, your deposit history. You can withdraw in crypto, your withdraw history. Here, if you have money in your account and you want to transfer to somebody in your downline so that they can make a purchase, maybe they're going to pay you cash, maybe they're going to send you a Zelle or whatever, then you can transfer money directly to them, and they can make their purchase with that, and you'll immediately get your commissions. Transaction earnings transactions. This will show you if you had made if you have any commissions here, you would see every transaction delineated line by line. Then you have your overall genealogy, and like I said, we're going to combine all the genealogies. You have your marketing tools here. You can go into, for example, your landing pages, and this gives you your links to each of the different pages, and also it already has your link, so you can just click copy, and then it'll say your link is copied, and then you can go paste that into a browser, into an email or a social media. The secret script, okay, this is a script that's sold for up to $5,000, and we give it to you for free. And with the landing page, let's see right here, the video that will change your life forever. If you haven't seen that yet, I would suggest you go in and click on that, watch the video, and then if you want the secret script, you just come to your back office right here, and you can get the script for free. All right. We also have a 2x2 compensation plan, a 1x3 compensation plan. We haven't talked about. Those are two other ways that you can earn money with our BDM community. And anyway, I suggest you go through go through each one of these links and understand them, because these are all things that, are going to benefit you as you go forward with our community. So let's go ahead and take some questions here. Dr. K, I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Dr. K.
Great. Guys,
We lost you, Dr. K. Okay, let's take, we'll wait for him to come back. Carlton, you want to go ahead and ask your question or make a comment? You're on,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So unfortunately, I jumped in late. I was in another meeting, so I missed like the first half an hour. And so the question I have is it a recorded link that will be sent out, or do you have like
Yes.
a YouTube channel with more information or something else where I can get, the information on there? Because
Yeah, we do have a
a
YouTube channel. I believe it's BDM Community.
Okay.
You can look for that. We also have, when you log in here, we have down at the bottom, we have Telegram channel right here. So you can
So
join
as far as logging in, do I need to use a referral link to log into this thing?
well, you can come in on the referral link, or you can just go to bdmcommunity.com and log in. Either one of those ways will bring you to a login link.
Well, I guess I'm asking, so let me be a little bit more specific in my question. So I'm connected to you, John,
Uh-huh.
as you sent me the information. I just want to make sure, you get credit, when I decide to move forward and get a different package or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the question that I'm asking. I mean, I know I see the community. I already pulled it up the website, but I'm just wondering, like, if I log in there,
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
when you log in, Carlton, you'll look up on the upper left-hand side, and you'll see that. Let's see, for example, if I go back to dashboard here, you'll see that Sioux Average was sponsored by Professor. Okay, so you will see right here my name as your sponsor when you first log in to your dashboard. And so everything you do from that point on, you don't need to rejoin anything. Everything you do from that point on will be connected to me.
Gotcha. All right. If I have any issues, I'll shoot you an email.
Right, we're connected on Telegram, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not big with Telegram. You shot me an
Okay,
email though.
okay. Well, yeah, just send me an email if you need any help, or uh, and I can give you my phone number as well. Okay.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, John. I'll shoot you an email either way.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Carlton. Okay. Next we have Abraham. Go ahead. Unmute Abraham.
Hi, John.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I can hear you.
Good. Yeah, I just wanted to know, some of us are, even though you signed a lot back, a while back, we are still new to this thing. So if there is
I'm
immediate
having
question,
I'm having a hard time hearing you speak just
I'm sorry.
a
I'm
little
sorry. Yeah.
slower.
Good. Okay. My question is, if there is a question that you want to ask, are you the only one that we have to refer to? Because I know how busy you are, or is there another place that we have to go to?
Well, we have a support group, but yeah, if you don't get an answer and I'm online, feel free to send me a message, and I'll
Yeah.
certainly try to help you out.
I have some people on my downline, about 17 or 18 of them. I don't know what to do to get in touch with them individually or what.
Yeah, go ahead and send me a message, and I'll see what I can do to help you. Okay.
Okay, John. Thank you
All
so
righty.
much.
You're welcome. Okay, Dr. K.
Thank you, John. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we have quite a bit of background noise, but we can
I'm
hear you.
sorry. I don't know what to do. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Uh, I am very excited what's going on here. People don't reinvent a wheel. The wheel has been formed for the last 40 years. John have been working 24 hours. He called me at 2 a.m. in the morning, uh, 10, 10 a.m., 10 p.m. It doesn't matter. He is amazing, a big support. So if you come within 2 feet from me, you're gonna share. I'm gonna share it with you. Shame not to share. What they do is up to them. I just send them the link. I say, can I share with you a video that can retire you financially for very little money, as far as little as $10. He said yes. So here I give them my phone. Put your name, phone number, email, and I just shoot them the video. an incredible way to do it. I have been excited. What's going on? I'm working on my $5 million, and in fact, John knows I am purchasing a home through BDM. It's close to $2 million. So, and I know BDM gonna pay for it. In the next 12 months, I should realize $5 million. So I don't do much. Just shame not to share. Guys, don't be afraid to talk to people. And there are many leads. You go anywhere, any place, like he said. I mean, it's amazing. The opportunity has not begun yet. We are at the beginning of a giant. This is the most amazing thing I've done in 40 years I've been since I bought Bitcoin at 14 cents. So this is gonna be top everything. And I cannot thank you enough, John and Professor, for the efforts you guys teaching us. And I'm a good listener. I don't reinvent the wheel. I just follow what they tell me. That's it. So guys, go to work. This is the best of you'll ever see. Thank you, John. Thank you, Professor. And we will see you on the beaches of the world. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Dr. K. And that's really a good entry point could I send you a short video that might help you retire quickly or in a short time for as little as $10, out of your pocket? Sit down, craft the words so they flow off of your tongue easily, and then just begin to share it. You can do that on social media or anywhere you go. Garth Malin.
Hello, John. Thanks a bunch. I love
Hello,
what I'm
Garth.
seeing here. Could you show us by chance what the gas landing page would look like? You showed the links to it. Are we
Yes.
able to see what that looks like by chance?
Okay, we can go directly to bdmgasclub.com, or you can get there from like I showed you, from the bdmcommunity.com, which has the different, clubs, and then you can click on it from there. But here it is right here. There's your video. Very simple.
Okay, so this is the link to the gas program only then, correct?
Yeah, if you go directly to bdmgasclub.com, it's only going to show you the gas club. At
Okay,
the
so
moment, go ahead.
would it have a slash and then your username at the end of that? Is that what the link?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, and then each program is the same, similar to that, which would be in the browser then. Is that correct?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, John.
Okay. All right, next we have Yolanda.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. John. I am trying to log into my portal and it sent me an email, but once I put that code in, it's telling me that it's too, I guess, hold on, let me try it again. It said that it's um, giving me a message that the token has expired. So every time I try to put the code in that it gives me to reset the password, it's telling me the token has expired.
Okay. Are you in Telegram?
No, sir, I'm not. I mean, I do have a Telegram account, but I'm not signed up with $1 Billion Mine, but I can actually find it if you like and
Okay.
send your
You can also find me at Grateful John,
Grateful John.
GratefulJohn.
Okay.
Yes, send me a message, and then when we're
Okay.
done here, I'll try to find out what's going on, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, I think that's all of our questions. Oh, no, we have Abraham. Do you still have a question, Abraham? If so, you can unmute. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I think you answered my question, but I have sent you some questions on the Telegram, so you will see them. And then.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Abraham.
Oh.
Okay, so I think this was an incredible evening. You know, tonight just wasn't just about information, it was about transformation. You didn't just hear a presentation, you witnessed possibility. And if you're feeling something stirring inside of you right now, that's purpose waking up inside of you. You see, this wasn't just another webinar, and BDM isn't just another platform. This is a divine assignment, a blueprint for breakthrough, and an invitation to walk into overflow. We're not here to impress, we're here to impact. We're not building followers, we're building leaders. And we're doing it through the power of faith-fueled giving, through crowdfunding, with a conscience, and through a community that cares. 2024 already proved that crowdfunding is changing lives faster than any other financial model. And with your passion, your voice, and your vision, 2025 is going to blow the lid off of that. So as we close tonight, remember this. You're not waiting on abundance. Abundance is waiting on you. You're not hoping for change. You are the change. And you're not alone. You're part of a global family that believes in your dream, your destiny, and your divine purpose. Let's not leave tonight the same. Let's leave activated. Let's leave aligned. Let's leave ready to build the life we're created for. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for believing. And thank you for being part of our BDM community, where giving grows, dreams rise, and freedom flows. Let's go out and light up the world, one referral, one seed, one miracle at a time. See you at the top. Good night, and God bless.